Hello there, and welcome to the tour of the first run HoverVehicles19 HoverBurrower. My name is Wimperman, and I'm the Chief Designer, Chief Builder, Chief Architect, and of course Chief Dumbass of the old enclosed cockpit hover vehicle number 3 or something, Hover Digger Update Project. So, the original that this vehicle was based on was built before the game was released, and it was called the Enclosed Cockpit Utility Hover Vehicle Hover Digger. Now there was also an Open Cockpit Utility Hover Vehicle Hover Digger, and because I was combining both of those lines into a single line of vehicles, the first run hover vehicles, I couldn't call it the Hover Digger again because there is already a first run hover vehicles Hover Digger. So it was renamed to the HoverBurrower. Now, let's take you through the capabilities of this vehicle, starting with the propulsion, as I always do. As you can see, there are 4 hover engines on by default. There is a mining hovers custom signal here, which will turn the outboard ones off and the inboard ones on in this line of blocks at least. And that's to help prevent the vehicle from rocking side to side over the little pyramids that mining will leave. There is also a max lift, which turns 2 more on. It's those 2 forward of the ones that the hover miners are. So, propulsion wise, there are 3 mediums pushing it forward and 2 mediums in all other directions. There's also a single hover booster for jumpy jumps, and there are 2 RCSs. You can just make out the one there. Let's turn on my HUD actually. So that one is on max lift, and then there's one above it which is on by default. So power generation wise, it has a large generator which can be accessed from below just there, and it has 3 small fuel tanks. Let's see if I can get to them. Other side. So there is one accessible from the cab, and then there are 2 behind that, there and there. As you can see, the Wi-Fi and the detector are behind the single turret there. It does come armed with one. It also has 4 drills for your digging needs. The original only had 2, and they were right down here at this level. So that's why this one's got 4, because it was a pain to be digging with. You had to keep pitching up and down in order to dig the hole for the vehicle to go in. As you can see, I've done my usual hazard beacons at the top there for when the drills are out. Right, the cab itself is pressurized. It has a ventilator, 2 O2 tanks, one there and one behind it there. There is also an O2 station, an armor locker and a fridge in here, which comes turned off. You can see the core down there. There is a 125 SU ammo container in the floor. That's the idea of that, is so that you can remove these blocks if you need to, if you want more ammo. And the main cargo container is this ore and wood container controller, which has a volume of 4000 SU. And I do believe that's everything. Oh yeah, there are 2 small cargo boxes on the outside, on the back of the drill modules, I suppose you'd call it. And there are some lights inside and out. Of course there's headlights and tail lights. Not sure why that was on. And there are a couple of LCD projectors so you can see what the custom shortcuts are. And this, with pilot mode on is how the vehicle handles without max lift on. Max lift is off at the moment, and this is how she handles. Now, max lift on this vehicle, although it does turn on an extra... Ooh. I better put in some fuel. So although it does turn on an extra RCS, it doesn't turn on any extra thrusters. So that is as manoeuvrable as it's going to be. Right, so there we go. Thank you very much for taking an interest in the HoverBurrower. I hope you get some enjoyment out of it. And hopefully I'll see you in another video. Either the refitting of for this vehicle, or in a different video for another vehicle. So thank you again, and goodbye.